Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is ThePandaPhotographer, and JJC Photography sent me a bunch of goodies in the mail. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what they sent me in the mail for a honest and product and field test review. My name is Kiki Alexander Bailey. Everyone knows me as Panda or The Panda Photographer. And JJC has sent me a few of their products for me to test in the real world, because honestly, when I test products when I use it in real world scenarios. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you to JJC's reps on Instagram for reaching out and sending this out to me. So what we have here is a magnetic selfie stick with a wireless remote controller, which is pretty useful. And this is a magnetic neck holder for the action cameras or smartphones, which we do want to discuss some of these caveats this product may have.
Fully tight, we're recording. Jump up and down. Gotta grab it again. That's as tight as it goes. All joints are tight. Must hold this.
So take this with a grain of salt. And as a bonus, they have sent me this, mind you, this camera case, which I can already tell that it might not fit my Canon camera, DSLR camera, because this looks like the body structure just feels more like a mirrorless camera than a DSLR structure, but we see and test this. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, JJC sent me a ransom package, which is supposed to be a camera case and traveling case for your DSLR and mirrorless cameras. But we're going to test that theory. But I want to show you the product first and show you that JJC was very nice enough to send me a lot of packages, but I really wanted a replacement magnetic filter adapter because I lost the screws to it. But we're gonna open this to see if JJC left any goodies inside. So in the JJC camera case, which is a divider, which you could put your maybe your ID card or ID card, maybe a couple of bills, and then you got this mesh, which feels very good quality. You could put maybe tripod sticks or SD cards or power bank, and then you got the camera strap that comes with it. Now let's talk about this camera strap. Now, as you can see, it's nice and chromed and glossy, which is nice, which I'm using the MAVEN filter CPO to emphasize the gloss maybe. So I'm a one-man army, so I do apologize if you don't see the gloss, but it comes with a camera strap, it comes with enough space and much more mesh. But it seems like here there's a divider that comes in twos. So you got one divider that comes in a single, you got another divider that comes in another single. And it seems like they're using M3 Velcro in the process. I could be mistaken. And there's another divider, as you can see, has double Velcro on the back. And then there's the case itself, which is pure empty. Now, it is tough enough to protect your camera or whatever you have to put in this case, but I'm not going to use it for my camera. I want to use it for other things. But we want to test it for my camera to see if it does fit the camera in lenses. So I do want to test that. But other than that, everybody, as you can see, the case has a very rugged feel to it from the outside, and the back is this flat panel with nice gloss. It's yellow and black, and it's double zipper, and you may want to know what are the qualities of these zippers, but they don't say Hopefully they're XYYZ zippers, because I like those. And it comes with the handle strap. So let me put this back inside as it was, so you guys get a good idea. That goes flat, and this goes one by one on both sides, and this goes here on one side, and the camera strap. And it comes with a identification card system about your camera case, which is pretty cool. I like this. It shows you compatibility, the product dimensions, and the product highlights, which, guys, they put a lot of work into their product, which I like. So take it with a grain of salt. But other than that, everybody, my name is ThePandaPhotographer, and this has been a JJC moment. And I want to say thank you to JJC for sending out the products to me. And thank you for the support, my friends. And hopefully, everyone, as you see this video, I'm doing this in the real world. So you get a real world review, as I am a independent photographer, YouTuber, and reviewer. I don't sugarcoat brands send products because I'm honest. So take it with a grain of salt. A single wireless audio system. But what just dropped here was a USB Type-C to USB for charging, because apparently this little selfie stick, if you flip it over and you slide this out, this is a little wireless controller that is USB compatible controlled. And this slides in, not pop out. Keep that in mind. It does not pop out. You have to slide up in order to pop out. The magnetics is pretty stiff. Joystick is pretty stiff based on tension. You can loosen it. It seems to be made of a very light quality plastic, and feels very, very light, so very portable. And this is recommended for TSA approval, to keep this in mind for you travelers out there. So this is pretty one of the products. And in the box, I suggest going through the SFM-1 series to understand how this tripod works, how long that the Bluetooth controller takes to charge this product. So keep that, well, take that with a grain of salt, and you should learn how to use your product. But with that said, everyone, I'm going to put everything back inside the plastic, if you don't mind me doing that for a quick second here. It should not be taking too long to put this, or is it going to take me long enough? It's easy to take it out the plastic, but not easy enough to put it back in the plastic. So I'm going to put this to the side. And this here is the magnetic neck holder for your action cameras and smartphones. Now, this one here, I do have some caveats, as I did previously test it before with the model, and obviously it's not the MagSafe part, it's more of a stability part, and mind you, if you're not on a gimbal, and I recommend a gimbal over anything that's over a neck holder, it comes with a nice strap that covers or goes around your underwaist, as you can see in the image. That is the strap. It does come with a manual instructions. It does come with some type of 1/4 20 thread axle key. But it does come with stickers, magnetic stickers for phones that do not have MagSafe, that you can add MagSafe to. I like that. That is very, very promising. And you get the MagSafe articulate arm, which you do have to adjust. But what my problem is with this is that it doesn't have steel or aluminum parts where it has teeth where it can lock in, because in any video that I'm about to show you, it shows you that when you're running and gunning, it doesn't work in a practical situation. So take it with a grain of salt. Now, when it comes to the R-band, there's a lock and release, but there is also a lock and release, and then you can release the lock if you press the black button. So this is to red button to release the joy to go around your neck, as you can see here. The black release button is for the articular magnetic safe. So therefore you understand how to lock it, when to lock it. So if I want to lock this in a vertical state, I have to untighten this piece of articulate joint, twist it, now it's locked. Now I can pretty much use in vertical mode, which I show you video of that with my model. But other than that, it feels sturdy, it feels premium. The quality of the neckband seems to pretty much stand up to par, but I prefer if the joints had teeth where it automatically locks, so therefore it can't move as easy. As you can see with plastic joints, it just moves very easy. Even in the tightest mode, it just moves. So vibration and stabilization may be a problem, but if you're walking and running and gunning, it might not be an issue.